particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Dublin Stadium in the spectacular, beautiful country of Ireland. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
I.
The Cyclones about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will get the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be hyped.
Pulls it in on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese. They are...
Time to take a shot. Got it in stride at the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Kansas State quick to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Kansas State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What an exciting way to start the season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Iowa State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion, looking to pass. It's Beck. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Bradley. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here
he unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback adapted. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed it.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's called most to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? To get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cyclones need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Beck. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a grab on the shot. And he's brought down after a huge completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll give it to the back. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some momentum.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's back. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa State.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Johnson looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Touchdown, Cyclones! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Iowa State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the run, it's Hansen. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defense
breaks into the open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cyclones will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Under fire. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going up top again. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that kid.
Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air, it's Beck. Pressure coming. Extending the play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
This ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel package. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. On the run, it's Edwards. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late.
He's taking the shot. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Wildcats. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the returner is stopped. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Sooners' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Kent. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's caught, it's Sategna. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Makes the catch. It's Bradley. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here we go, here we go. The give on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield. It's Sategna. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. For the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finding open areas. Oh, a lot of space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas.
He smashes his way through again. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pitch to the left. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the corner. Running into the open space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. A Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Johnson looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Quarterback keeper. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Shakes off the defender. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kent.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate read.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Burks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run it left here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Sategna. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in stride inside the 20, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying to set up the screen. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Smithers into space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll run it. It's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got a chance. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got a man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target to the left. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads.